Well, hello. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. We are going to start the bottom center because I actually made my triangle. Remember, I was missing one. And is that the right color? Yeah, I think it's the right color. It just looks a little different in the light. So we are going to get started with the bottom center. It's the one we had to skip because I was missing a triangle, but now we're going to be doing that and catching up. And then we'll do the bottom right on Friday. All right, so let's get started. What we need for this is 4 triangles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Have all 4 this time. That one's a little wrinkled. We need 3 dark diamonds. 1, 2, 3. And we need the green diamonds. All right, let's get started sewing. I'm excited. Get my machine set up. Okay, so the first row is the triangle. Yay, we're finished sewing. This is the first row. So the second row is the dark. Now, remember, lay it out before you sew it because it's really easy to get the dark and the light switched around when you're doing this. Unless you're inverting like Sherry did. Sherry inverted her colors. A lot of people are doing that too. We are going to put the dark of the diamond up, and then the triangle goes right next to it like this. So we're going to sew this triangle to this diamond. Flip this over. At least one of these are notched down here, so that makes it nice and easy to line up. And we've got the cross that just does, cross seam that does beautifully. I think that looks amazing, just the way it is. So here we go. I love when seams come together so easily. And yes, that is beautiful. All right, I'm gonna press this open real quickly. All right. Now that is row 2. I am going to go ahead and sew this triangle onto this one because it seems like it's just a natural progression here to do that. So I'm going to sew this one onto, I really think I did the wrong color on that, but we're going to let it go. All right. It may have just been a different color batch that I did. It just looks slightly off. All right, it's a cross match here. These, without too many seams, come together real simply. We've got the notch there that just fits nicely, and the notch over here. So here we go, sewing that one on. Did I do that one right? Yes, I did. Okay. Whew, making double sure that I've put it on there correctly. And that was the first 2 rows. All right, let's get it done. So many of y'all are finishing. I'm like anxious to get going. All right, so there is our first 2 rows sewn together. Looks really good. I'm going to iron this out real quick. Once it gets real big, I'm gonna have to take it to the ironing board, but for these small little seams like this, I can just do right here. Do y'all keep a little iron close to your machine to do quick little presses? I mean, sometimes the finger press works, but on these, I really like that nice crisp. Oh, that looks so good. Okay, I am going to set this one to the side. And let's go for the next row. We need one black. We need one triangle. You know me, I hate long. We need one triangle like this. And we need the horizons, which is this one. And I am going to go, I think I'm going to go this way. I think I like that. All right, and so this one goes up top here. I'm gonna quickly sew this triangle onto this one, make it nice and easy. We've got notches on one side, notches on the other, and then I just make sure, so I line the two notches up on either side, here and here, and then I make sure that the seam is where it needs to be, which it's just slightly off, but that is okay. We'll match that up. It was like 1/8 of an inch off. All right. Okay, these are the easy parts. All right. Third row. How many rows do we have? Oh, we just have 4 rows. So we're already on the third row. This does come together so quickly. So a reminder that we are going to do a sew along for the pillow on January 1st. Everybody's already got their pieces cut. So that'll be fun. Fun, start the new year off right. Not correctly, but right. Though I'm thinking correctly. Get a project done the first day. That is amazing. The first day of the year. All right, my New Year's resolution is to finish a project on January 1st. Done. All right. So then you just kind of arrange this one how you want it. And then we're going to flip it over. And we've got 2 notches, right, on each side. We've got a notch here, and then that just lines up well there. You're not well, you are matching up this one seam, and it's a cross seam again. So I would just pin that one a little bit, make sure it doesn't shift, and then just so, and then all you have to make sure on this one is that these seams stay open. Kind of reset it a little bit. When you don't pin, that kind of gets off right there as it goes down. And just like that, row 3 is done. Matched up great. We're going to iron this seam down. So we can go directly into sewing the rows together. And when we sew the rows together, that's where I'm probably going to move over to the large machine to finish it. I mean, the large ironing board to finish it. All right. There is your row. How fun is that? I don't know. I kind of want to go ahead and sew that piece together to the other one. Do you want to do that instead of just row, 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 row? I'm ready to see something fun. All right. This goes down like this. And you're going to match up here, here, and here. So you have 3 points of matching. So much fun. It's getting done. All right, make sure that seam is open. And because this is longer, I am going to actually pin a little bit more right here at the beginning, just so that holds while I'm setting these other seams. So you've got a cross seam. I think all of these are cross seams. Yep, all of these are cross seams. And this one's got a little piece that sticks up. Just gonna snip that off. It was just where the point was still on there and I didn't trim it off, so I just cut that little point off. It's another cross seam and lines up perfectly at the end. Look at that, perfect. I am going to stick a pin in it. Okay, and away we go. I've been working on a machine where I actually have to lower the foot, so that's why I was grabbing back there. This one, I don't have to lower the foot. You get in your habits, right? So if we do another Jaybird sew along, do y'all like the solid colors or would y'all like a print? I am thinking about a print one this next time. Maybe I'll offer both. But we will see. We will see. We will see. And how beautiful is it? It is the most beautiful, and all the points matched up gorgeous. Okay, I'm not going to iron this one. I'm not going to press it at all because we're just going to sew that other row, sew it onto this, and then I'm going to press it real good at the ironing board that I have more space. Okay, so this dark one goes first, and this fun one goes next. I'm going to go ahead and see here that little, maybe I need to press that seam just a little bit better. Give it a good press. And do you see how that just sticks up just a little bit? I'm going to trim that off just so I have a nice flat, it's just the tiniest little bit. Just a little sticky up part. All right. Yes, like this. Sorry, I touched the microphone. All right, so we have 2 matchups. Let's see if I like this better. I don't think that's supposed to match up. No, I don't think that's supposed to match up. So we just have 2 right here and here. Okay, I did both sides, so just trying to see how it works. All right, I'm going to line it up first with the 2 ends and kind of see how it does, which it does very beautiful for this first one. Right on the mark. And let's look at the second one. Definitely need to pin this one. There's a lot of seams coming together right here. But the rest of it looks great. Those are our only two match-up seams. I am going to pin the end of this because it looks a little tricky. when you have these areas, sometimes it's nicer to go just a little bit slower. Kind of make sure you're where you need to be. And it looks like it's going to bulk out, but as you sew down towards it, it kind of smooths itself out a little bit. Not forcing anything, letting it go where it naturally goes. This lighter one looks like I took it apart a couple of times. It's a little frayed on the edges. But that did just beautifully, I think. Okay. As we did the other ones, I'm going to press these seams open if I can. All right, let's get it nice and flat. There we go. My cord was stuck. All right, that looks amazing. Just a little bit more to go. Okay. I think when there's so many seams, it takes just a little bit more heat, just a little longer to press it down. Okay. Make sure you keep it correct. I mean, not that this would be completely wrong, but you know, if you make a decision on the way you want to do it, make sure that it's going the way you want it to go. All right, we need our 1, 2, I had 3. 1, 2, where did it go? You saw that I had 3, didn't you? Of the dark. That's weird. It disappeared. All right. Well, I will have to open this and grab myself another one. Okay. Voila. A dark piece. Now, remember to keep the dark up if that's the way you're going. If you're doing light, then you'll definitely want to do the light side up. All right, just one seam match here. Putting this dark piece on last row, and we've already sewn the other rows together, so this one should come together pretty easily. Okay, so this is not a cross seam. This is a, they go in the same place, so it's seam on seam at an angle. Definitely want to pin that. Line up. I'm actually going to pin the bottom. It makes it easier for me whenever I'm sewing. And again, because there's so many seams in the colored ones, I want to make sure that everything stays nice and lined up. All right. There we go. All right. Whenever you're sewing, do you, when you're finishing, do you think, oh, I have 2 more sews or 4 more sews? Maybe I'm just a weird count it down like that. But we have 2 more sews after this. 2 more sews. All right, all we need is to attach the triangle on. Press this out. Oh, I have just so much enjoyed this. This has just been, actually, when I have to, when I'm like, I have to film, I get more stressed out about setting all the stuff up. But once it's all set up and I'm here sewing and talking to y'all, that's where it gets really fun for me. I really enjoy this a lot. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn this iron off. It keeps getting caught somewhere in the back, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I've got that one more sew to do. One more time. Okay. All right, now we are putting the triangle. Make sure that you've got it going the right way. The dark one up to the light at the bottom. You've been down this one before. We've sewn lots of these together. Okay, cross seam. And here we go. All right. Iron this open. Oop. I like to trim off those long strands that my machine does. My machine likes lots of thread. Chews up the thread. Okay. And in case you're wondering what machine I sew on the FOF Icon 2. I absolutely adore it. My seams and everything has been amazing since I have it because it has a scant 1/4 inch foot, which is lovely. All right, this one's really wrinkly. I'll have to, once I get done, give it a really good press. Okay, now we're going to turn this one off because we don't need it anymore. There is your last row. So pretty, all the way up here. Okay, let's attach it. Now let's make sure we're attaching it the right way, right? So definitely you want, I know you can't see this too much, you want all of these pieces going in together, right? So make sure, I know I keep saying this, but I've seen a lot of people get them reversed, so I'm going to drill that in, kind of like a trim those points on the triangles. Make sure you've got it the right way. You can always take it out, but I certainly prefer not to get jack out if I can at all possibly avoid it. It takes just a second to make sure you've got things going the right direction. Okay, let's start pinning. We've got a lot of intersections. Your first one starting from the right, which I know a lot of people start from the top, we're starting from the bottom, is a straight on at an angle kind of intersection. So we have that. The next one is also a straight on kind of intersection. Like that. And the next one is the cross intersection, where you match that center seam up with the outer flap of the seam. And this next one is a bunch of stuff coming in all at once. Woo. All right, this one is a straight on angle. Got a little bit of extra fabric here. Or short there, one. Okay, we'll kind of make up the difference. Remember, this green was the one I was kind of said I had taken out and redone quite a bit, and I can definitely see I struggled with that block. All right, that one I don't have a lot of faith in, but that's okay. That's okay. We can't all have winners. We'll see how it goes. Okay, this next seam is straight on at an angle. we've got 2 more seams. This one is a cross one. Another one of those sticky up points makes it a little difficult to match. That's much better. Ooh, much better. Okay, got that one. Last one, another cross seam. Perfect, perfect. Time to sew. Let's finish the bottom center. I know it seems like we're stepping back, but we're not. Are any of y'all doing the Stonehenge Gravity Sew Along with Jaybird this next year? I think it starts today, actually. And I know some of y'all bought the kit from me. Northcott still has not sent it to me. It's on the way. I'll get it Wednesday and Thursday, hopefully sooner, if the sun and moon align. And I can get that out to you as soon as I can. All right. I'm always just adjusting, making sure things are lining up the way they should. That seam may be good after all. We'll see. It looked like it was lined up real well. Yeah, these are all looking pretty good. Oh, I didn't pin the end here. So, also on my machine has the IDT or whatever it's called, where it's almost like a walking foot. Kind of evens the feet out just a little bit. That helps too. Obviously, it doesn't make it perfect, but it helps. All right, let's see. It's almost like opening a present. Okay, let's see those seams. Beautiful, beautiful. Slightly off, but okay. That one turned out really good. Sorry, we're still folded. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I couldn't have asked for more. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to press this seam out at the large iron, and I will be right back. All right, we are done. We are done. Look at this. Isn't it amazing? I just love this green. It's so pretty. And this one really turned out nicely. Okay, so this was bottom center. We've done top center, bottom center, and top left, I think. Top left. So we still have top right, bottom left, bottom right. So 3 more of the sections. Then we're going to sew all the sections together in one video, and then we're going to sew it down. We may just finish it in that last video, just because after I get the section sewn together, I don't think I'm going to be able to wait to finish it. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, and don't forget about January 1st. Write it in the calendar. We're going to do that pillow together. All right, guys. Bye.